Dallas Jester back again with truth hidden in plain sight. A friendly green handshake, signs and symbols of our reality. Now what this is a quote-unquote safe injection site inside of the grounds of this facility, small may it be. The laws of the land do not exist, therefore the RCMP or any police force is not allowed to enter these properties to enforce any laws, because well on the property of such a handshake location that you are immune to both the laws of the land and apparently heroin. This is a safe place where people in terrible conditions, purposefully addicted to products that are designed by our country and others to enslave us. It's part of an enslavement system. It's all a part of being at war constantly. It is very Brave New World, very 1984. These are things we should all understand and know about and be conscious of. But because of empathy, because of the ability of the elites to utilize our emotion and our empathy against us, that we as a people can't get ourselves the foothold to even make a statement towards truth and understanding about what a location like this does. Now this particular location is handily located less than 500 meters from a Catholic school, less than 500 meters from 2 daycares, but also less than 200 meters from the ambulance station. As you can see, right up there is our ambulance station. Handy dandy. They can just, walk right over. Stick an EpiPen in their chest, pop them back to life, just in time to heat the spoon yet again. This is enslavement. You think we're not slaves, you think we're free. We're slaves, all right. It's just the people who think that they own us have set it up, so we ask for our enslavement. We beg for them. In fact, we applaud our enslavement. And just like any good fiction, all our best truths are in movies. It reminds me of the scene from one of those shitty newer Star Wars movies where the Empire has declared its takeover of the Galactic Senate in a purposeful telling of truth of our future, as the expectations are applause. And Natalie Portman's character in the movie says, "Oh, this is how liberty dies," to the sound of thunderous applause. And that's how I feel about this handshake right here. Thoughtless Jester, understand your society, understand your local community, and understand how it's being destroyed. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Thoughtless Jester back again, more on the purposeful destruction of my community. Now this is a new addition to my community, aptly built right across from those trees there. As it goes down into the bush on your left hand side is actually the recreation complex. So the main hub of this community and most of what goes on in it happens right there. Behind it to your right is our public general hospital. And here we have is a brand new building just built. It is a low-income housing building built as cheaply as possible. In fact, train car-like mobile units were stacked on top of one another to create this structure. Apparently is some new cheap fantastic way to build housing. So I'll let you know about some of the rumors as this housing was created. Of course, none of this is true, although it probably all is that before this was built, Lower East Side of Vancouver, which is known as a pretty dark place for drug abuse and homeless people, was advertising free housing in Powell River. And from what I understand, many people were put onto the ferry boats, bussed up here, given free one-way bus tickets to Powell River, only to find out that this building here was 6-8 months away from being built. So from what I understand, many people were living in the forest here to my right, doing the best they could, being kind of tricked almost into a tough situation. So these things definitely didn't happen here, and I'm sure are completely untrue, but it's fairly interesting nonetheless. So this is how things get built. This is how our future will exist, and there's nothing wrong with this type of situation. It's understandable. It's you do have to have empathy and understanding and good thoughts and positivity, but at the same time you need to be aware about what is going on and why it's going on. So from what I understand, the ambulances have been here since its opening yet 3-4 weeks ago, every night, reviving people from their drug-addicted comas. It is pretty much how it goes down. So, you know, luckily they're close enough to the hospital that they don't have too far to go to get help that they need, so that's good. But as I kind of don't want to get that guy's license plate involved, we're going to step away here. Also, some people living in vans and whatnot, which is, I mean, that, honestly, I would do that because it's a good, like, it's not a terrible, you know, to live in your van next to the complex. I mean, you got a place to shower, you could take care of yourself in that way, be hygienic, maybe find yourself a job in that way because you have the basis to do so. So that, like, I think is pretty a good thing. So I mean, there's good stuff to take from it. I want people to have homes, you know, we all want people to be healthy, but to almost trick people into invading this community, there's something rotten about that. And that's how this community feels about this situation, and it's purposeful from where we stand.